Alright, welcome to Castlevania Aria of Soho Randomizer. We're gonna start very soon. The year is 2035. So I'm gonna just enter my name. I hope you're all doing a great morning. It's currently 6 AM where I'm at. And we're gonna start now. Sorry. Oops. Anyway. I forgot that it was the start button that started the game. So yeah, this is Castlevania Aria of Sorrow Randomizer. I'll try going for a frame perfect hit right here, didn't get it, no biggie. You have let me get the zombies item up. So in this game you're playing as Soma Cruz, who has for some reason the power of dominance, and you can get souls. Just want to check the item here. You can get souls from enemies. And so the goal in the randomizer is to find the 3 souls that will enable the finals boss, that will enable you to find the real final boss of the game. And there are 3 books that will tell me which souls I should get. In the vanilla game, the souls are always set. What is this? Ooh, Black Panther, probably one of the best souls you can have. Because this, you can go really fast. Some of you may know me as mostly a Link to the Past player, and this is probably just like the boots in Link to the Past, only much more OP. And you can see why right now. Potion here. And we have the first boss. Oops. Want to be careful not to die here, that would be embarrassing. That was embarrassing. I wasn't expecting a mimic right here at the start. So we're going back for Black Panther. Guess we try again. Not only the souls are randomized, all the items you can get in locations, all the item drops are also randomized. And like the souls are randomized. The souls and every item in the game are randomized between themselves. So you can have souls at item locations and items at soul locations. I'm just gonna take the free heal here. Just so if I have another direct hit with the mimic, I won't die. Well, it will take too long to kill with my current weapon. Milk. So the souls the enemies are dropping are also randomized, because I did not get a bat here. I'm so sorry, the frame rate is not dropping, it's just my setup, my capture setup. That's not the best. Oh, we got double jump already. That unlocks a lot of things. So here we are. Just get this. I want the red scarf. So the armor you could see over there, I could not get it yet, but it's no big deal. I'll just push on to the chapel. I'm still a bit underpowered, I don't have great armor yet. I don't have any great weapon. I already died once, so I'd like to not repeat the same mistakes. Speaking of not repeating the same mistakes, try not to die here. What's here? Basta Soraki. I thought it would be more powerful than Assistus. Testing meat, I'll keep that. You never know when you might need some healing items. Say hi to Graham. Well, if it's not that another mimic. Just punch all these fish bones. We just got flying armor, which is not really progression anymore, since we already have double jump. This hammer. Well, that hurts. Well, great start. Math score is not my cup of tea this morning. We'll get it, we'll get it. Ah, maybe that red would have been useful. And we got it finally. Gonna get a little sequence break here. And it's the blue book. I think that's the vanilla location. Let's check. Transform into a giant ghost by. So I'm gonna check a bit later which soul it is. Another mimic here, okay. This game doesn't want me to have any money. Is this a mimic too? No, okay. Of course, the next thing I do is run right into the mimic. Nice way to turn around while punching that golem. And here I hoped for some good armor. Just get some casual clothes. This was a mimic here that have died. We're here. Finally, some weapon with damage. Oh, it's a great sword. What I give it for here? Where is it? It's not the greatest of weapons. It has some hit lag when you land, when you cannot move for a while. I'm got cursed, but don't care because there's a save right here. Alright. Giant Ghost. I think that's the blue soul I need. We'll check after we defeat Golem down there. Here, a sequence break. You normally need backdash for this, but if you just jump while swinging your weapon, then you go backwards, you can trick the lion head. Yeah, this is a bit hard not having any good armor. But we'll push through. Probably just get this tool again. Literally have 2 casual clothes. This is not the greatest armor situation. You normally find more armor early game. I take the free heal. I don't want to get buffed by a student witch or whatever. This is a handgun, so yeah. This Soma is probably the first hero in the Castlevania series to be able to use a gun to fight the forces of evil, and it's not very good. There's another weapon, I just save. Just so I can stop dying and losing progress. There's another gun in the game, the silver gun, which is a bit more useful, especially against the penultimate boss fight. And now I've been cursed, so I lost all my MP, and I cannot use Black Panther for a little while. But it's okay, we're not cursed anymore. I really hope we find some better armor soon. You know what? So this is good, it unlocks one check. Well, two checks, actually, two items. And we just walk back to the beginning of the castle. There's just some milk. Get some blue soul here, Medusa ahead. So with the money I got earlier, I think I'll be able to buy some armor from Hammer here. Just start by sealing some of this stuff. Broadsword, hammer, rapier. Okay, so he has some food. He has the Calab Dork. Okay, I want to buy that eventually. Or hot suit is good. Everything is probably the best armor, but a bit overpriced. I'll go with our hot suit. Can I buy some more food? Thank you. Always equip what you buy. And we're off. We should be able to survive more from the game now. I'll just save here. Just for saving's sake. And we get going into Dancing Hall by going up here. This is just some tea, I won't get that because that's kind of out of the way. Oh, nice jumping. This Minotaur can be annoying. He just likes to walk around in circles. I didn't see which item it was. Okay, it was just a partisan. Well, that's a soul, I get that. Undine, okay, good. Allows me to walk on water. Which one is this color? No, just red, red row. So we save again here because there's a possibility we just reset. If the items we get in the rest of the dancing halls are not worth keeping. Drift Keeper, I kinda want to keep that. Can enable some cool tech on bosses. Also enable some weapon cancelling. So, oh, Kunitsa, that's a good sword. Some might think, hey, it's probably not as good as you think because it only does less damage than your great sword, but it doesn't lag on landing, and it often hits enemies for like 2 or 3 times in a row on the same hit. So it's actually very good. I think it's one of the best katanas in the game, second only to the Muhamasa. No, I don't need to save here. Notice as I do 2 or 3 hits on the golem's butt here. I try to go for that anyway. His hitbox is a little annoying. Free heal. And another mimic, which gets instantly killed by Akonitsuna. Not Akonitsuna, yes. What? Whoa! Okay, the enemies, just behave. So from here we'll go to the inner colors. Like the warp. Oops. So here at the top of this tower there are 2 items I can get. So that I do some sleep coming, sleep warp. get back to the beginning of the room, which I've done a few times already, but I never explained. And we're going on to the Headhunter fight. I wish my weapon had a bigger Xbox. Because you need to get just in the range for her to be able to punch you. So from this form I want the liney attack most of the time, because you can just stand in place and it's very easy to avoid. But his fire attack, like, takes almost all the screen. And it's annoying, but they're easy to call because he literally names his attacks before doing them. Here I want to avoid getting poisoned because unlike most games, like, you would think, hey, poison makes you lose HP. In this game, poison makes you her attack lower. We'll just save here. Come on. Oh. I almost forgot we have Galamot and it's already crit by default, so you can get past that time stopping rabbit. And we get the third book. Which I'm gonna read in a little bit. Just don't need this item here. Now that we have Undine and we have those two places finished, we can pretty much our only option is to go to Floating Garden, to Floating Gardens and then Clock Tower. So that's probably where our progression is right now. Can I get the jump? Yeah, I got it. So I got it with the sequence break strat, because you're not supposed to be able to double jump there, but for some reason it also works. But I also had the logic requirements to get there anyway, because you can just use Undine, stand on top of water, and just jump. This home has nothing. Don't nod me off like that. This is a soul, I want that. 3 down, okay, it's a very good soul for strength. And is this a home ring? Yeah, good. That's one of the greatest accessories in the game, actually. It makes your MP regenerate much faster. So I'm gonna want to equip that. Actually, well, no. Another spoiled milk. Okay, I know where I'm going. Just wanted to make sure because I kind of doubled back here for no reason. Yeah, I just went... Oh. Hypogryph, okay, this is very good. A very good find. This is basically flight. This is what allows you to jump very high. Just save here. Gonna do some equipping. Rune ring. Alright, and here we go. Hi Yoko, bye Yoko. So that slide, that also unlocks 2 items I'll be able to get in Clock Tower when I backtrack a bit after beating death. By the way, his death. He has 2 phases. This is his first one, where we must beat his sight, basically. Because he's invincible. It's a little annoying with all those little sights flying around. And now we can beat this directly, but he also has a giant sight to beat us up with. And here it is, he's dead. Goggle, okay, surprising. I was very much expecting to find Skola here. Killer Mentor, that's really good against some enemies like the Red Minotaurs we can encounter in the arena. Because they have no, because they have basically no MP, so when you swap their MP and HP, they just get killed. But most of the time it's not really useful. I actually forgot I don't even have Skula. So, even if I have Slide, I cannot do much. So we're gonna have to backtrack again. We'll leave the floating gardens. Do we not house color? No. Well, hello Mimic. Well, that just means we'll have to go back all the way to the inner quarters and take that hypogriff to the top floor. This is home to some of the very late enemies in the game. I want to be careful. Because they don't mess around. Oh, Leviathan. Very good sword. You know when a sword is just fire, then you know it's a very good sword. Well, I'm probably gonna die here. Oh. Yeah, we'll eat that tasty meat. Come on. But man, that's still not cooler. Oh, that's giant bat. So that's the other flight ability, which I won't need basically because I forgot there's an item at the very top here. There's some money. But we did all top row now. Did I miss something? Uh-oh. Well, let's unlock that shortcut while hiding, because we use that shortcut after beating Graham anyway. Okay, that didn't help. Memory room, yeah. Thank you, Gima guy. Yeah, looks like it's memory room. I always forgot about this one, so I'll go check hammer stock a bit before going there. See what he has. Perhaps this good, leave it in. Yeah. Doesn't have Claim Solace. Can I say him this? How about a cat of dog? And some more food. So just save here and also heal, because if we get Skola, as it's pretty much the only location left, then we go right into Underground Reservoir. That's not Undyne, that is Undyne. So Undyne, you walk on water, that's it. I didn't even need it because I have Hypoglyph. So I got a Red Minotaur. And Skura. So yeah. This home is kind of my weakness. Not because it's hard, because I always forget about it. Unless I'm already going to the reservoir. But Manticore, that's one of the Harsh Souls, which will allow us entry in the Forbidden Area. Actually wanted this first. Yeah, it's a very isolated location. Oh, the Hackworth Tunic. Basically the best armor in the game. Look at this. Look at this stat upgrade. Come on. I'm getting bullied by this demon. I don't want to actually warp, I just wanted to activate the warp room. That's just a mind up. That's Calab Dog again, so about it for nothing. And this is what Ursul is useful for. I don't want to die here. So what I'm going to do is, hey, we're back in the triple. Who'd have thought? In the study, I mean. Well, I'm just gonna save, and if there's nothing of worth in the forbidden area, we're just gonna reset back here. Just faster than running back to all of forbidden area, because that's quite a long area. So I need to equip Skull again. Oh no, a dead end, bud. Then break the wall, get some useless samurai armor, kill some killer fish, meet Kanyazo again, a little bit weaker version of Lubricant, who almost killed us in top floor. This is Van Man Way. This is a very cool weapon, which we won't get to use here because it's not rewarded, but it's basically one of the New Game Plus weapons, and you can constantly like swing the sword while you're walking, which is very OP, and also hits very, very fast. Good. So here we're gonna go and beat Legion, which unlocks quite a few items. Get Gunneer here. Not the greatest weapon in the game, but does holy damage, so maybe I'll equip it against Legion. Don't really remember if this would do more damage than the Leviathan or the Caleb Dog. I think Caleb Dog is not recommended here because it has dark properties. Gunneer has holy properties, which is very good, so I'll just test it out really quick. Oh no, yeah, it's sliding and it hits a bunch. And something I want to try here is... no. Didn't get time for the Manticore. Didn't time my Manticore properly. Just get rid of these little guys. We can just sit here. Trying to hit his core as much as possible because Legion dies as soon as its core hits enough damage. And look at all those multiple 45s. Yeah, yeah, it's not long enough. I kind of put both in the same bunch, but yeah. I'm gonna sleep out of this home because the dinosaurs are kind of scary. And this is one of the most annoying homes in the game because of all those hypers. So Legion was basically dead. There's nothing worth behind it, but did give us a few levels, I hope. So I'm gonna keep these. Gonna help us survive and deal damage to the final bosses, which can be quite a bit harder than what we've seen so far. We're going in the arena. Oops. That's what I was doing here. So this is the silver gun I was talking about earlier. Yeah. Check what's here. Okay. Yeah, just avoid dying and show you. Oh! Hey look, red minotaur. Very easy to kill when you swap its MP and HP when it has no MP. Oops. Just take a save here. Oh, you poisoned me, you're annoying. I think we just reset here because I'm dying anyway. Oops. I take this high mind up. Now let's do the worst room in the game. Oops, I forgot to activate the switch. Yeah, so you can pretty much see why this is the worst room in the game. It has a claim solace, so I definitely want to keep that one. This is the... whoops, didn't mean to use that super potion, but claim solace is the best weapon in the game. Like, no exception. The only time I won't be using claim solace is against the penultimate boss, which is resistant to holy damage. So I will use Calabdor again instead. So this is better, you just try to kill his eyes as fast as possible. He can die after beating him, because I just got hit. And he gave me Black Panther again. I think it's the second boss giving me Black Panther. But we're still missing the the red book, actually. And we do some Dance Dance Revolution with the beam skeleton. They also give a bunch of XP, so that's what I'm trying to kill them as much as I can. And it's just money. Alright. Yeah, I know about the clip in the wall. I just never think about doing it. I kinda like the little Dance Evolution minigame they got here. So we're going to setting some of this stuff. Most don't want to sell the Leviathan, but I don't really need it anymore. Oh yeah. Oh, don't touch the Sonic. Yep. Give me all the high mind ups. Give me back all my green puffs. Pudding, melon. Yeah, I buy the persimmons too. Good. There's probably nothing I want to buy here. So there's one check remaining in this area, and it's in the rooms between here, the inner quarters and the dance hall. This is the final book, so I think we've pretty much cleared all the game. So just gonna check which monsters I need, which souls I need. So evil spirit of a man, that's the bone man, I have that. Transform into a giant ghost, that must be giant ghost or something. Yeah, it's giant ghost, I have that too. And ruler of the water kingdom, that's Triton, I have that. So I'm actually all set to finish the game. And I have the best weapon, the best armor. So this is probably gonna be a bit easier than the early game where we had no armor and no weapon. Thanks to full clearing the game before getting the red book. Actually, I should just take the warp here. since I already have the top floor warp unlocked. On Black Panther until I get to the boss. Alright. So if you play this game casually, this might have been your final boss. Say hi to Graham. So I'm gonna equip Triton right now because it's a string and trace, that's great. I'm gonna equip Giant Ghost, and the other one was Mudman. Yeah, I haven't done East Side over Hezawa, that's right. I didn't forget about it, but just kind of wanted to check this little location after I got Skeleton Blaze. Getting Skeleton Blaze reminded me of that location where I found the red book. It doesn't protect me much. So this is the second phase of Graham. So basically for the lore, this guy thinks he inherited Dracula's powers because he was born on the same day that Dracula was defeated in 1999, in 2035, by the way. But he's mistaken because we have the power of dominance, and he just have kind of weird powers. And speaking while playing is actually hard. It's not something I do really often. So pardon me for getting easily killed here by a man I was just talking bad about. So yeah, he thinks he is Dracula's reincarnation, but he is not. I wonder who is the real Dracula incarnation then, because this is most definitely Dracula's castle. Just heal now as to not die again. Can't believe I die after just saying that the last part of the game would be much easier than the first part due to dying less. Oh, does that mean I'm not Dracula? Yes. So we are Dracula. We are the real reincarnation. Oops, I thought I had Black Panther. Just want to check. There's some food here, some cream soda. So we are the real Dracula, and now that we've beat Graham, we actually don't really want to beat Dracula. because Somacluse is a normal guy in 2035. He wants peace. So yeah, actually I wanted to get by the Clock Tower shortcut, which I unlocked earlier while thinking about what I missed. So basically, the cutscene we skipped with Genya Hikado, he basically told us, hey, there's some evil in this castle that you must defeat in order to beat your inner Dracula. And that's where we're trying to go now, because the entrance to that evil part of the castle is in Floating Gardens. That was a shocking reveal. We are Dracula. Yeah, this is actually where I wanted to go. We'll just save here. Very important, because the next fight is probably the hardest boss fight in the game. Say hi to Mr. J, or Julius Belmont. Where's my cat dog? So he's not weak to dark, but he is resistant to holy damage from the Crim Solace. Cat dog is probably the most useful weapon to use against him. So Julius, just as every other Belmont, he wants to kill Dracula, and since we just got our Dracula powers fully awakened, well, he wants to kill us. That's basically Belmont logic. He's also a very powerful Belmont. Being the one that sealed, that killed Dracula, I mean, in 1999. This guy thought he was retired until I came along. He almost died. But it's a pretty intense boss fight with a banger soundtrack. So we just want to listen more of that soundtrack. So on the first phase, kinda just attacks you with slides and kickers and his ball and chain whip, and every time you hit him every 4 times you hit him, he gets staggered, kind of. So now that he's doing his Grand Cross attack, he's going to enter his second phase, where he starts using some of the secondary weapons that Belmont characters usually wield in the Castlevania games. Also, he won't be staggered every 4 attack anymore. He's just in full power mode now. Drink some milk. I'm gonna die here if I don't heal. Thankfully I have plenty of tea to drink. And he's died. So Soma says, stop, I've had enough. Doesn't want to really kill Julius. And now this is the last part of the game, where we entered Chaotic Realm. So there's no entrance randomizer for this game, at least not yet. This is the closest thing you'll have to an entrance randomizer, I think, at least in the vanilla game. Because it's basically just all the rooms from the castle again, but it's all disjointed and just basically has no logic. You basically go from the arena to inner quarters, to clock tower, and the enemies have changed around. I got poison, I just saved a heal here again. So yeah, this area is basically, well, the evil that's in the castle. And some of the last enemies of the game are exclusively in this area. Most notably, I think, is the Black God, which has a very good soul that I could have gotten randomly in the randomizer. But if you're just playing the vanilla game, well, you cannot get it until you get to the... I want to go to Cranesolus, thank you. Till you get to the Chaotic Realm. Just kind of a bummer, because once you get here, there's not much left to the game except the final boss fight, which we're starting right now. So this is Chaos, the source of all evil, basically the reason why you have Dracula powers. So I want to defeat all 3 of his cores, but the most dangerous one is the blue core, so I'm going to concentrate most of my efforts on this one first. Now it's dead. After that, the second most dangerous is the red one, because of those prison. And then the yellow one is basically harmless, because all it does is suck your magic, suck your MP away. Which you don't really need for this phase anyway, so it's kind of useless. And we're entering the second phase of the fight now, which is basically Chaos's core. It's highly resistant to most damage, so we want to kill some of these eyes first. I'm going to use Manticore. I want to heal a bit. Well, they're doing 34. Wait, that was not a good idea. Not with these balls here. It's going to defeat all the eyes anyway. And this will be a pretty easy fight. And time. So yeah, we were basically overpowered for chaos here. So we did it. We beat the evil in the castle. We are not Dracula anymore. And let's just watch the castle getting destroyed. So thank you for watching Castlevania Aria of Sorrow. I didn't introduce myself yet, so I'm Ninban. I mainly run Link to the Past randomizers on my channel. Sometimes some other randomizers like this one are fun. I'm not the best runner at this, obviously, as you could see. So I'm gonna refer you to watch some of the SpeedGaming VODs. There was a tournament that I think just concluded yesterday with actually better people than me at the game, and it was very fun to watch. I lost pretty early on in the tournament because I fought against some of the best players right away. So I just want to thank everyone from the SpeedGaming staff, Fiesel, Miss Metroid Rick, everyone who made this marathon. I think I want to thank No Kid Hungry for doing all of this and getting all those funds for getting some food to these kids, which they really need food. I think we cannot deny the need of food. Currently reached, just let me take a look, so 15,000 out of a goal of 20,000, so that's really good. And yeah, won't stay for the whole credit here, so wish you all a good day and good rest of the marathon. So since I'm still live, up next we have Biped by Sunny Muffin. I don't know this game, but I still want to watch. I think he's also running Octopath Traveler right after. So yeah. Last day of the marathon.